going on? Simcity, part 23. Glad to have everyone back. Picking up here where we left off in Profitville. Going to be bringing you a relatively short episode here today. We're going to kind of just focus our minds on the traffic issues that we've been having. Hopefully squash some of that for our future episodes to come. Because it's starting to get on my nerves, if I can be completely honest. So let's go ahead and get started here. Appreciate all the following on my most recent video. You guys are great. And let's get started. Now, some of you have gone ahead and suggested that we do maglev and buses, and I'm 100% I'm with you on that. The issue that I'm kind of having with the maglev at this point is we're not I don't have the city layout in regards to the roads kind of set in stone yet. And with the way that maglev works and the way that it kind of has to follow the roads, I don't want to be too quick to put that in. However, buses, I definitely want to do this episode. And I was also thinking of a nice little overpass idea for over here. First thing, let's go ahead and let's lay down the buses. And we should be able to get some of this working right this second here. We have some bus stop put in place because we have one of these, a bus terminal in our other city. So let's go ahead and let's just add a shuttle bus. Just kind of help our Sims get around town. I was actually thinking of a good place for it, and I think out here would probably be the best. It's kind of a, it's almost like a hub. You're in equal distance to a lot of stuff over here. It's out of the way. I think it would be a good little spot for it. So let's go ahead and put it down here. Also, park and rides I want to make sure we add in. It's the whole traffic thing in general is just kind of frustrating to me. I can see how it's happening. The road layout is not the best. However, it looks cool. And if you guys have been following my videos, I definitely tend to go on what looks cool as rather than what works best. And I don't really care. But anyway. Alright, so bus terminal, or I should say shuttle bus depot in. We are maxed out there. Let's go ahead and let's lay down some bus stops. Actually, better yet, let's do some park and rides first. These are good. They help people kind of get around. So we're going to address something else I just remembered here. But we can kind of do just, lay these around town. They don't have to be, equal distance or anything like that. Just kind of get them around. We could put it on our radiation hotspot. Oh, no, well, not this. We got a park and ride right there. Wow, this music is loud. Sorry about that. A couple more, maybe here. Oh, that's actually right when you come into town. I will have to speculate on keeping that one there, but for now it's okay. And I don't know, maybe right there. And then to kind of go with that, we'll add some bus stops around the mega towers. Kind of all over, both sides of the road, of course. Don't want to neglect anyone. Maybe all the way out here. Don't want to be too crazy with it, but enough to give people the opportunity to take a bus rather than having to drive everywhere. That is the focus. We're already down to 40 minutes, so good. 5,000 riders per day. Excellent. Another quick suggestion I got in, as far as money, someone made a good suggestion about these guys here, these hydro pumping stations. Now that we got a pretty good spot here with our water pumping station, and we've got all this water down here, they made a good suggestion to kind of get rid of these. These are all over town. They're costing about $200 an hour each. I had more over here I deleted just before I started the episode. And, I mean, we could always add them back, but I mean, they're everywhere. And this is a good little way to save some cash. Increase profits. I'll leave these two down here since they're right on the water, but we're doing really good on water, so don't really need all that, and that just probably saved us $2,000 an hour, probably close to it, if not maybe $1,500. So definitely a great suggestion. I appreciate that one. The recent school demolition that we had last episode is actually working fairly well. Our community college is doing excellent, 2,400 students per day. So that's definitely working out well. Oh, did not want to put that there because I'm going to show you why. We'll have to move this park and ride. I was toying around with it, and this here I think would be a good spot for a little overpass. Tell me if you guys don't like it. but I was kind of thinking to do something like this. If it will let me. It was letting me. Let's try go down just a little bit more. This is going to help us with our... Why is it not? Is there something here that's blocking me? Oh, that's a... I didn't realize that was part of the hospital. Maybe that's why. This is going to help us from one end of the city to the other. Well, a lot of Sims, they're coming from down over here, this mega tower especially. I actually had that road connected up here, and I can't even believe how many people come in and out of that. So we have to keep mind to that. And in previous episodes, I haven't really been focused much on the mega tower generated traffic. And it's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. It is definitely real. And you have to be real careful when you put these things down, especially if you're going to go up to the highest levels. Because, for example, if I were to put that right here on this main avenue, which I definitely avoided doing with this mega tower, you're going to create complete gridlock. Over here, even on these little side roads out here, it's creating gridlock. So definitely be careful. That's a good tip for you guys. Do not put these mega towers on your main avenue to your city. Will just be nothing but issues, and just trying to save you the hassle. Fortunately, we're in good shape in regards to that. Just have to kind of tweak it a little bit. I believe the buses and eventually the maglev are going to correct our issues that we're having, so I'm not really stressing too much. Let's see if we can get this back the way I had it. I was toying with it, and it was working great. And I'm not sure what the heck I did. Maybe it was here. Here we go. There we go, buddy. So kind of just do something like this. Actually, it looks pretty cool coming on through. Ooh. I'll tell you what, man. My frame rate, my computer is starting to take a tank here. This is going to help the Sims from this road down over here with this mega tower and such. It looks like we have a little road issue here. Get over here to the university and basically their jobs out this way. It's only going to help us. There's just too much going on down here, and I envisioned that. I kind of wanted that to be the focal point in the city. I didn't think it would get this bad. And as we move forward, we're going to do some more stuff with roads out here. I just want to be careful because you plan all these roads down, and then you end up having to change a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to take it as slow as I can. Maglev is coming, I promise. Definitely want to do maglev in this city. I just want to kind of get my mega tower situated and stuff like that first with the road layout. This way I don't have to completely do everything over again and just waste mine or your time. So a lot of suggestions too to get rid of the oil well. Now I've thought of that as well, but I mean, I want to get as much as I can out of the resources in the city. You know what I mean? Importing them through the Beetle is not out of question. Definitely a fan of that. Where's our oil panel? Here we go. But we still have a decent amount of oil here. I mean, even if I were to, for example, get rid of this, I can even put, swap places here, maybe put the ore over here, or just get rid of the ore plant in general. Ore is way cheaper to import than oil. So, I mean, we have a few options here. I don't want to just X the oil well. We're still getting pretty good amount of oil out of it, and it's straight profit. Anytime we get rid of any of these main, oil well, oil mine, we're just basically writing off the fact that we're going to import it from now on. And as you can see, even with the oil well, our import is pretty much out of control. So, could you imagine what it would be without the oil well? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Real quick, going across here, just show you guys, demands, our residential demand is through the roof. Power, through the roof. Excellent. Those solar toppers that we added last episode are doing excellent. What is this? Crime in progress. Very nice. They climb to the top of the building to commit crime. I love it. Water we touched on. Sewage doing great. Not really worried about that. Maybe we'll mess with that mayor house. That's increased happiness. Don't we have a mayor house in here somewhere? I thought we did, didn't we? I'll put that right here. It's only going to help happiness. We'll find a spot for the mansion as well. Garbage. Not really doing that great. It's not accumulating that much, but might have to send some garbage units over from the other city because I don't know. It's not really doing as great as I'd like. Fire, okay. Hospital is not doing as well as I thought it would. Of course, we've got 191 patients being treated, which is just absolutely out of control. I guess we can add... So we have way more injuries than we do sick. Almost twice as many. So maybe we should add one of these Medi-drone hangars. Just maybe that's going to help us out. So that's going to be 5 Medi-drones. I've never really messed around with that. Let's see what this is all about here. Get a little close-up. These are actually going to probably just fly around above the... actually, was that one right there? Just flew by. Looks like they're red. I think that was one. Let's follow it. I think that was one. This thing right here? Or is that a fire drone? Oh, that's a fire drone. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. I'm liking these drones. Less ambulances on the road, too. There's one right there. They're green. Looks like little quad rotors. Defective humanoid not found. I couldn't tell you what that means. But we've got residents hanging out at the bus stops. 20,000 riders a day at that bus stop. That's out of sight right there. All right, education. Still having a little bit of issue with students. Not so bad, though. Our riders are through the roof. We'll give that a chance to get adjusted. Parks and disasters, okay. All right, great. Now, I definitely think traffic is looking a little better than it did last episode. Still not where I want it, but is looking better. Let's go ahead and let's add another level here to our mega towers. Let's see, low, medium. Let's do another low. Okay. Very nice. Let's make sure all our mega factories are doing great. That one is doing excellent. Processors, you know, these drones, they don't really use that many processors. I have not imported any drones, or excuse me, any processors to this Omega factory in quite some time, and it's barely using them. So one thing to keep in mind if you're kind of worried, and I know even before, I've maybe even been the last city that we were working on over at Sky Coast, I was actually thinking about building processors for the Omega factories, and I would not suggest that. The factories do not use the processors as quickly as you would think. Now, of course, with the arcology and whatnot, we're likely going to put a processor factory in, but for the main purpose of the Omega factories and the drones, definitely import them. You'll make more than enough money. You don't need a processor factory to deal with that. Omega being delivered. We're having some oil issues here. Can we add another module here? Kind of limited as far as space goes here, unless we are got real creative people. Let's get creative here. Let's get rid of those, and let's move out this way. And then, can we add a couple more on this so we maximize it? And then let's add a beetle pad for our oil, because this guy here, we're good on ore. Keep close mind on these little things. Once you put those beetle pads in, they will automatically be set to import. So, something to just keep in mind. Once we dry out this oil over here, again, I'm probably might move it over here. Maybe not, just because of the land value effect. But we're going to have a whole plot of area over here that we're going to be able to toy around with. I'm thinking we can maybe just make it straight industrial, or maybe move some of these Omega factories just out here. Just make this more of our Omega area. Just because this is such primetime real estate as far as our mega towers go and such. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. We did a couple things. We added some buses. We talked a little about it. One thing before I go, multiplayer region is coming soon. I promise. I've been getting numerous messages regarding multiplayer region. I've kind of, to be honest with you, been putting it off. Reason being, I want kind of the holidays to pass. A lot of you out there that are avid subscribers, followers, don't even have the new update yet. And I want to give everyone a chance to kind of get through the holidays to get the patch itself. Also, I want to give myself a chance to give you my full attention. I have a vacation from work coming up here very shortly, in about 2 to 3 weeks. I wanted to kind of time it this way. I have plenty of time to focus on it, to pump out videos, 1, 2, maybe even 3 a day, just to kind of keep everybody in the loop. We want to give everybody as much camera time as possible. Also, one thing I want to ask about is, do you guys want to do sandbox mode, or do you want to do it the same way we kind of did it last season, or last multiplayer region, where we kind of focused more on the let's play aspect of it, with taxes, creating money, working together? My thoughts are sandbox region might be the way to go, just because of the bugginess of this game still to this day in regards to shipping between cities. We did a fairly good job last season, but I'm kind of leaning towards sandbox mode for this new multiplayer city, or multiplayer region, I should say. I want you guys to leave as many comments below as to what you think we should do. Should we do sandbox mode? Should we do it the way we did it last time? And another thing, which region do you guys want to use? I know we have a few to choose from. I'll probably get more into this in the next couple episodes, giving you guys a chance. You know, I'm getting numerous people asking about it, if they are able to get invited, and I'm going to be as polite as possible. I'm not going to show any favoritism, but those of you that are following the series, that are avid viewers, that are keeping the conversation going, you're of course going to be the first to receive invites. You know who you are. So, you know, keep the action going. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see. Again, next episode, future episodes, we're going to talk more about it as we go. I'm thinking 2 to 3 weeks is kind of my idea as to when we're going to get this whole thing rolling. But appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we'll see everyone next time.